Explosive NBA action, shocking player moves, and league-altering proposals are hitting the headlines. The Golden State Warriors are battling for a play-in spot, facing off against the Boston Celtics in a clash that could define their season. We're diving deep into whether the Golden State Warriors can escape the play-in tournament and make a serious run. Will Steph Curry lead them to victory, or are they headed for an early exit? Then, we're breaking down the massive game between the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics, with key players on both sides dealing with injuries who will step up and claim the win. And finally, Draymond Green is shaking things up with bold ideas for conference realignment with potential expansion. You won't want to miss this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Will the Warriors make the playoffs or fizzle in the play-in? The Golden State Warriors are locked into the play-in tournament, a spot they've occupied for much of the season. With just 14 games remaining, their place in the postseason is assured, but the real question is whether they can advance beyond it. If they secure the 9th seed, they'll face the Portland Trail Blazers at home, with a potential second game against the winner of the Clippers-Suns matchup. The odds aren't in their favor, especially without key players like Steph Curry, but a healthy Curry and Kristaps Porzingis could change everything. Fans are divided on their chances, with many wondering if the Warriors can rise above the play-in chaos or if their season will end there. The team's recent skid has fueled the debate, leaving Dub Nation anxious about what the final stretch will bring. But can they actually make a deep playoff run, and what's next for the league's structure? Warriors face the surging Celtics in a crucial matchup. The Golden State Warriors, currently 9th in the West, are set to clash with the Boston Celtics, who are 2nd in the East. This is the second and final meeting between these two powerhouses this season, with the Celtics taking the first game. The Warriors are battling injuries, with Steph Curry, Al Horford, and Moses Moody sidelined, while the Celtics are relatively healthier but dealing with Nikola Vucevic's absence. The game is critical for both teams. The Celtics are looking to solidify their top seed, while the Warriors are fighting to avoid the play-in tournament's bottom rung. With key players out, the depth and resilience of both squads will be tested. The Warriors' ability to defend the three-point line and the Celtics' offensive efficiency will be key factors. Fans are buzzing about the potential storylines, from Steve Kerr's past coaching decisions to the impact of former Celtics like Al Horford. The outcome could significantly impact playoff seeding and momentum. But the Warriors' injury woes and their play-in struggles are just one part of the story. What's happening off the court is equally dramatic. Draymond Green proposes radical conference realignment. As the NBA eyes expansion with potential new franchises in Seattle and Las Vegas, Draymond Green has weighed in on how the league should restructure its conferences. Green suggests that the Minnesota Timberwolves should make the move to the Eastern Conference, citing geographic proximity and historical ties to the Big Ten Conference. He also proposes that the Memphis Grizzlies join the East, arguing that the travel demands for playoff series in the West are too taxing. Green's proposal aims to balance the conferences and reduce travel burdens, especially during the high-stakes playoff atmosphere. While he acknowledges the need for conferences for scheduling purposes, he questions whether they should still dictate playoff seeding. The NBA's potential expansion to 32 teams could indeed lead to significant structural changes, and Green's ideas offer a glimpse into how the league might evolve. Fans are debating Green's suggestions, with some agreeing that realignment is necessary to optimize travel and competition, while others are concerned about altering the established conference structures. And speaking of the Warriors' lineup, how are they stacking up against their next opponent? Warriors brace for Celtics clash amidst significant injury concerns. The Golden State Warriors are heading into a pivotal game against the Boston Celtics, looking to build momentum after snapping a 5-game losing streak. However, their lineup is heavily impacted by injuries. Steph Curry remains out with knee issues, Al Horford is sidelined with a calf strain, and Moses Moody is nursing a wrist sprain. Gary Payton II is probable, but Quinton Post and LJ Cryer are questionable. This game is crucial for the Warriors, who are currently ninth in the Western Conference, just one game ahead of the Portland Trail Blazers. They need wins to improve their standing and avoid the lower seeds of the play-in tournament. The Celtics, on the other hand, are second in the Eastern Conference and are looking to extend their winning streak. The Warriors' ability to compete will heavily depend on the performance of their available players and their strategy against a strong Celtic squad. Fans are closely watching the injury reports, as the availability of key players like Curry directly impacts the Warriors' playoff aspirations. The team's depth will be tested against one of the league's top teams. That's a wrap on tonight's top stories, but before you go, let's do a quick recap. The Golden State Warriors are fighting for their playoff lives in the play-in tournament. The Warriors are facing a tough challenge against the top-seeded Boston Celtics, with injuries impacting their lineup. Draymond Green is stirring the pot with radical ideas for NBA conference realignment and expansion. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more exclusive NBA news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on tonight's stories. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you next time.